The whole nail is black. Still hurts pretty bad?
Yeah.
It's looking worse than it was yesterday. I think your fingernail's gonna fall off. Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. Guys, today I am taking Austin into the doctor to have his finger looked at. Yesterday he accidentally slammed it in the car door and it is killing him. It's not getting any better. I thought maybe if he slept on it, kept up on the ibuprofen and things like that, that it would hopefully feel better this morning, but it is just not getting any better. It's still hurting very badly. So we're here at the doctor. We're gonna have it x-rayed, have the doctor check it out, make sure if it is broken, what we need to do with it. If it's not broken, what he recommends on how do we need to take care of it and treat it and things like that. Austin really can't use his hand that much. That his poor finger is all swollen and black and blue, so the use of his hand is pretty much out the window at this point. Let's go in here and see what the doctor has to tell us. Whole nail is black. Still hurts pretty bad?
Yeah.
It's looking worse than it was yesterday. I think your fingernail's gonna fall off. All right, the doctor looked at it. They're gonna take a quick x-ray of it to see if it's broken. He's thinking possibly the tip of his finger might be broken. If not, they'll probably put a hole in his fingernail to release some of the pressure, some of that blood out of his fingernail, which would help it make it feel a ton better.
Lay your hand flat. Did you hurt it just today?
No, this was yesterday.
Makes you feel any better. I saw somebody who looked exactly the same earlier this week.
All right, there's the x-ray. I obviously don't see anything wrong, but I'm not a doctor. It doesn't look like it's broke to me. What's your bet? Broke, not broke?
I like that shirt.
You think? Hopefully we get some answers. How do you feel about putting a hole through your fingernail? It's gross. I've seen it done before. Dad had it done once.
Will it hurt?
I mean, I don't know. He said it did, but...
That's it then?
Mm-hmm. All right, so as I thought, it's not broken, and Austin opted to not have them put a hole in it. He's just gonna suffer through the pain until his fingernail is most likely going to fall off, but we're glad it's not broken. We're just gonna go home and probably tape it back together again. That seems to be helping it have a little bit more stability. Being taped to his finger next to it, but grateful it's not broken.
Guys, I'm just getting home from work and just heard that Austin's finger is not broke, which is good news, but Austin always does this to us. Always tells us that something's broke, his arm,
Dude,
his finger, his
they're
toe.
bones. They don't ever break. It's severely bruised. It hurts so bad.
I bet it does. It's hard to know. It's just like, should we take him in, should we not? But when it looked a little bit crooked, I was like, okay, maybe we should have it checked out, but...
We've had like 7 different scares and literally none of them have been broken.
With you. So now like the next time, I don't think I'm taking you in, but that'll be like the final time that like it'll actually be broken, then it'll grow back weird. We don't get it fixed, so I don't know. But Austin, what are you working on?
I think I just fixed my engine.
You fixed your engine.
Yeah.
I think your engine's too small.
Yes, but for the time being.
And so you just put new spark plugs in and you think it's good to go?
New spark plugs and new air filter. Before it used to shake really bad, and because that's mean it was misfiring. And now I got...
So you think we haven't been running on all cylinders?
We have, but one of them is not it's not firing at the time it should be firing. So the timing's off. That's why it shakes so bad, because it wasn't firing on all 5 cylinders. But now it runs so smooth, buttery smooth.
Dang.
Like a brand new car.
I can't wait to go try this thing out and see if it runs better. Can I give you some advice? Keep your fingers clear when you shut this hood, all right?
For real, dude.
So we're gonna get this thing wrapped up. We're gonna get the hood closed. We're gonna take it out, test drive it a little bit, see if it is helping. Austin said it's running a little bit more peppy with the new air filter. So
Oh yeah.
I wanna see if that's true. Just wanna make sure we're not doing any crazy modifications like trying to turn this thing into like a flatbed or anything like that.
Oh, there's a turbo on the way from Amazon.
A turbo? What?
Yeah, I ordered a turbo. Actually, no. What I did order was some cube lights for this. Some floodlights.
Really?
Yeah. You guys want to see where I'm going to put them?
Yeah, we want to see it.
Right here. I'm going to make a little bracket at work. I'm going to mount it up and then have them sit right there.
You're making a bracket at work?
Yeah. I've already got it started.
That's cool.
And I'll run the switch. There's already a switch panel for the switch for that exact tool switch. In the cabin. Should be good to go.
Tara, how long do you think it is for Austin like disassembles his whole car and
I
cleans it
already
like he
warned
does the
him
dirt
this
bikes?
is not gonna be like the dirt bike.
I bet one day we come out here through the wintertime because that's when he gets incredibly bored, right? Come out here, the wheels will be off, the motor will be out, he'll be shining each and every part.
Better not.
So hopefully it doesn't turn into one of those where this thing gets worked on every single day. Obviously he's excited about it right
and
now.
wash his wheels as much as he wants, but as far as taking stuff off underneath the hood, no.
Yeah. We don't, want to have any issues. Obviously, the more you work on your car, it seems like the more it has problems. We got to draw the line somewhere. Guys, I spent an hour and a half today at the DMV getting this little thing right here. That is Austin's temporary permit. We should have his new plates in just a little bit, but the DMV is not getting any better, if you guys are wondering. Make sure you get it nice and straight, Tara. We don't want a crooked temporary permit. Cops don't like that. They want to see it straight. Boom, good to go. Let's close this thing. Let's take it for a drive. All right, Austin, what do you think, man? The new spark plug's working?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, way better.
It actually does seem like it's running a little better. For
It
sure.
is running better.
I gotta drive it myself to find out with the feel of the pedal, but I looked it up today to see what a new motor would cost, and just in case this one blows up one day. And you could actually put in a lot bigger motor. The one that's in here is pretty small. It's only a 3.7 liter, but you can actually put in a 6 liter engine. And to have it done professionally by a company, Asti, what's your guess?
7 to 10 grand.
Try $18,000.
Holy.
That is a lot of money, way more than we spent on this car, like 2.5 times more than we spent on this thing, but it'd be sweet. I actually saw a video where a guy dropped a diesel engine into a Hummer and got it to work, and it was awesome. But we're gonna let him just drive it with this motor until it dies, and then we'll assess from there what we're gonna do. But this thing's great. Like, it's nice and open. It's got a lot of, the sunroof is big, the windshield nice and wide. It doesn't feel like it's crammed in here. I really feel like it's kind of like a Jeep almost a little bit.
Jeep, but 100 times cooler.
Yeah, it does. It looks really good. All right, Dad's turn to drive this thing. Guys, we're just getting back to the house, and sure enough, the car is running better. Mechanic Austin changed out those spark plugs, and it must have been misfiring on at least one of those because it's running stronger. It's not a powerhouse vehicle, so it's not going to run crazy fast, but it sounded horrible the other night. Like trying to climb a hill, it just sounded like it was really working hard, and now it just sounds a whole lot better, not shaking like it was. I was actually getting pretty nervous. I almost called the guy back. I was like, hey man, you want your car back? Like, this thing's got some issues, but maybe it was just those spark plugs. But car's gonna be perfect for Austin. We don't want him going very fast at all. So we're gonna order those few other things that we need. Like I said, he ordered those lights, but we gotta get those seat belts replaced in the back. We got some clips to replace on the front grille. One of those things is loose on the side. So we're gonna get those things ordered and get this thing all fixed up for him.
We wanted to give you guys a little update on our bedroom. We've been slowly working on it over the past couple of days. We got our bed completely set up here. I love how it turned out. I've had this bed hanging out in the garage for like 2 months now, and we finally had time, got everything set up, good to go. He's over here working on the wall where the mirrors are gonna go. We had to remud this entire wall because it was bad.
Just a mess from all the mirrors, and so the glue from the mirrors, so when we pulled that off, had those little spots, so we mudded it, and then we skim coated the whole thing just to try to fill in all the impressions, just because when that wallpaper goes on, you want to have it as smooth as possible so it all makes contact, so you're not getting weird spots in there. So it's fairly smooth. It's not perfectly smooth, but smooth enough. So I don't think wallpaper sticks to just drywall mud, and so we're just gonna prime this wall before we put that wallpaper on.
So last weekend I ran all the way up to IKEA to try and find this one mirror that I've had my eye on forever. I got up there and told Clay what the measurements of it were, and he was like, that's not gonna fit on this wall. There's no way that both of those mirrors will fit on that wall. It's actually this mirror that I have sitting right here. It's so cute. But unfortunately, two mirrors will not fit on this one wall, so I had to hop on Amazon, order 2 smaller mirrors that are exactly the same as that one, that will fit and line up with the light and the sink, so it actually will all be symmetrical. Please, he's big on that.
For sure.
It all has to line up.
Exactly.
I actually wanted to do maybe just like one great big mirror here in the middle and then move the lights down and do like sconces on either side, but he doesn't want that idea either, so.
It's kind of weird to stand in front of your sink and not have the mirror directly in front of you. You'd be like brushing your teeth, leaning over to the side, right? Wouldn't that be odd?
I don't know why you need to look at yourself when you're brushing your teeth. I find that's what's odd.
Come on. You need a mirror right in front of the sink. You can't be like stepping to the side and then going back to the sink. To me, that's
big
strange.
enough that it takes up enough space on the wall that you're not really gonna have to like step aside.
Seems very odd to me, Tara. Guys, we are glad that Austin's finger is not broke, but we need somebody out there to invent an app that's an x-ray scanner. Then we could send the results into a radiologist so they could read it. And they would save a lot of people some money,
Seriously.
Even if you had to pay like $100 in the App Store for it, it would still save you a ton of cash.
For real.
Anyways, guys, Guys, our house projects are coming along. Terry and I have got to decide when we are gonna paint the main area of the house. Like that is the big push to get things done. With the exterior doors done, we can just get the hallway, the front room, the kitchen sprayed out, get the doors black. It'd probably take us like 3 or 4 days to do that. But if we could push through that, it seems like we would be getting somewhere. Finally.
Finally.
But like that's gonna wear us out just because we're busy with work and school and everything else. Cheer. It's gonna be tough to do that, but one of these weeks we gotta push through that. But guys, we appreciate you watching. We love you. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow.